On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6.
And based off say the stance where the G5 they take don't complicate the challenges where PDP presidential candidates Atiku Abubakar they face currently, as he don't they struggle to bring himself into the party fold. And the group where him they try get good with now Wike they run him, and the other G5 members now Samuel Otomo, Benue State, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Enugu, Seyi Makinde, Oyo, and Okezie Ikpeazu, Abia States.
All right, as when I don't see the matter as it be, at least we don't understand where this conversation won't come from. Oh yeah, you get time where you go first talk inside the matter. So our WhatsApp number still they open. Oh, if they send us message on how you see the conversation, and we'll go open the phone lines very, very soon. But make we first introduce our guest, where they with us inside studio. In a political analyst, we sabi. He don't read every, don't understand the movement. Now, Oba Gboyega or lecture there, and they with us as no one of my bros. You're welcome, sir.
I hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're
yes,
welcome.
Sir. Okay. G5. Now we did so. We talk about the matter and the things where how it take concern Oga Atiku recently, and we see as the matter they be. How you feel say because now the major concern of PDP right now, 5 governors come out say this now waiting their grievance about the whole setup for the PDP level, how Oga Atiku be the candidate and the vice presidential candidate as well. How you take see this matter and how it could take affect them, looking at the updates?
It will affect them all. We not deceive ourselves because the Wike especially, the way they take go, it get in own arrangement. We will take deliver votes. For my own mind, even the matter say in don't appoint 200,000 aides. And that's something we must think about because if those 200,000 then get voters card. In fact, we don't know if it be say part of the condition for the appointment in the first instance, be say you could get voters card. If they even bring two other people on board, 600,000 vote they for floor, we they perfectly under his control. So. The man know what they talk. Now, for the Southeast members,
yes,
they don't get out inside. The Southeast already is on lockdown, and no be now for Obi go be.
Wow, irrespective of whether Ugwuanyi or
Ukwa do anything, he go beside. So they are not the major influence in that one.
Okay.
The Benue man has an influence. The Benue man don't already color the mind of him people. May then see, it start from the APC. May then see APC as a party. We bring Wahala. Can't give them with all these farmer header thing.
Issues, yes.
He can't paint Atiku in that same color. Say, I don't even vote for any Fulani man. You know, what they mean be say, the Fulani man ain't cost the Benue people problem. The Benue people are sensitive to that matter. So, if we take that one at the presidential level, they can divert vote, even for Obi. The Oyo statesman, instead no get out inside, as far as presidential elections concerned. In fact, the thing we're supposed to be busy with is my own second term, because he come from state where we say, now only one governor don't do 2 terms there before.
Yeah.
In Oyo state, you do 1 time,
you move.
They kick you. That is it. So the thing we go dey busy with now, I himself go survive to get a second term. It can't get some tricky sides where politicians don't enter this matter. And that side, we say, certain politicians in the north, then they take this scenario, they manipulate certain information, enter people's mind. Say, look, this is not the case of 5 Christian governors where they against our Muslim brother.
Oh.
So now another angle.
We know where the story starts from, but when it comes to politics,
yes,
and the scheming and the thing where they go inside, now the kind of thing where they take enter grassroots, because they see them. 5 Christian governors, because our Peking won't be president, they begin fighting.
So make we look from that angle. First of all, make we look the population of Christians vis-a-vis that of Muslims for the different northern states. Make we even call on them 19 northern states, including the Middle Belt, we make up the 19 northern states. You feel, say, you feel say this propaganda make a call am wey be say you raise now go fit get any weight to use make Atiku come out victorious for the election even when a kwankwaso dey.
You see, this election, where would they go? Where would they see so? It could be tough one. We say even when they don't, they prefer for second ballot.
Yes.
That is how that so it be. But you see, when you look at even then, there's no doubt about the core north. Say they are predominantly Muslim.
Yes.
No doubt. Where the matter feed gets cut and
But
dice.
predominantly, the percentage not too much like that to some.
Emerge.
You know, well.
Emerge. Which those were the core states where we say in the days where Buhari no they even bother to come to the south at all to come and campaign. He could deliver those states steadily.
But there's still a 35% Christians for some of those places. 25% Christian for some of those places. Those Christians too, now human beings them be. And a vote then go carry too.
Maybe in places like the Kaduna, I mean southern Kaduna is predominantly Christian. But what we have seen even in the voting pattern of southern Kaduna, apart from the last one, which was significantly high on Christians, is that it is skewed towards that same direction that we're talking about. But when you come to the north central, the complexion is slightly different. So from the Plateau to the Benue is very large Christian population. In fact, Benue is probably 80-something percent Christian. But when you also move towards the Niger side, it's a significant Muslim population in Niger. Nasarawa also has a huge Muslim population. Maybe there will even be 55, 45, that kind of a thing in Nasarawa. Yeah. So this thing, he gets ACB. This election go tight. And it is the more reason why it will have been good. Make PDP feel settled with those governors. Because in this kind of election where everything go tight, even if now 500,000 votes, you know what mess with them.
You go need them.
You won't hold them.
Yo, Gbolahon, we just look these sites more. You know, say most recently, South governors, they can endorse Atiku, some of the South governors. What do you think, say, which impact if you say if he make on Atiku campaign? And more so, you not still see and say if it be another fresh carcass fight again against the G5.
Definitely. What thing then they try to do be say then they try reassure Atiku. Say for South will be a traditional base of PDP. Say we see they behind you. Okowana from Delta, and he will definitely deliver significant Delta.
You feel say go happen when Obi dey.
He go 9 states be that.
9 states now.
Okay.
Well, 9 states.
9 states be that.
Okay.
Bayelsa has been quiet about all this wicked fight. And when they're quiet like that, you know where their mind today. The Akwa Ibom guy is even leading the campaign. You know, so
Edo State too.
Edo may be largely Obi. Because for PDP, Obaseki no get leg. Then who know for PDP?
Now, numerous dialogue that don't take place and all they still they fail. Now, which mechanism now you feel say the party need to deploy in order to bring unity to PDP? Because G5 said that they open to dialogue.
Yeah.
The way they take even behave recently, it shows say if dialogue feel possible at all, then go listen. But I don't think say I don't see that dialogue.
You don't see any mechanism where they feel deploy like removing the chairman or maybe the candidate himself. At least on board himself go see them one-on-one.
They don't see like 2 times before now. I don't think they feel resolve this matter. I think they then go to this election as a be.
So make we look at the impact, especially as it concern funding for inside the election, because we know say one of the reasons we make politicians elect make governors support your side, and because of the money of the state, we know they too accountable where they go push inside your campaign. 5 whole governors are supposed to bring better progress enter inside Atiku campaign now. Don't withdraw. And that one means say the funding will go coming from those governors them. you know, go easy at all. Because if you look what's in they happen now, APC don't start campaign everywhere, including media and obvious. But PDP see they, you know, withdraw, they drag leg, you know. So what do you think say be the implication of this G5 governors, integrity governors that is, for inside the funding of the PDP campaign?
You go drill a hole inside the funding. No doubt about that. Wike, for one, has been a major funder for the party. Even well before now. In those days where the party be literally an orphan, now people like Wike now then hold up with money. So he go drill a hole, and Wike is known to be able to want to spend, and the state get the money. So if he come out there, it will affect funding, no doubt. But you see, this matter we dey for ground, it don't pass the matter of just Wike's funding. If there is a gap in funding, then go raise up. Then go raise up. You know, and although the thing we had to see for floor, people like say APC they do more campaign past PDP.
Looking at the situation.
You don't think that funding they cause them?
If it be funding.
If it be funding. Okay, so now seeing how the major reason we make the G5, even they talk about now the chairman of the party saying the fact say they no fit get that same chairman, they need to change him and all that conversation. And the chairman and Atiku, they still they carry on, they do their movement without say anything they happen. If you say the G5 agitation, they affect their own movement. Looking at how they carry on.
They affect them. Then they hope say this thing will fit get resolved. Then they hope. But may I just look at waiting there for ground. It not be like say they go feel resolved.
So the actual solution now to remove the chairman. Now waiting G5 won't be that.
And I'm not sure say they will remove that chairman. What if they remove the chairman and the Wike group call for another thing? What thing will happen? Do you want a situation in which an individual will become someone who dictates the policy or the direction of the party? Even when the party, everybody has come to see you, they have said this is this, and you say this is this integrity thing. At some point, which is I think what they have done without being open about it, they've called this bluff. Go ahead.
So make we look at the way election used to really go for inside the country. Where fit inform the confidence of Atiku right now. The North, they carry the majority.
Correct.
And the major contenders, especially the three major contenders, I'm not going to even talk the four major contenders for inside this election. The Kwankwaso, the Obi, the Tinubu, and the Atiku. Atiku get mind saying, Tinubu election, Tinubu no go fit affect them too much on the North because it be like say he gather the North. He get mind say that North. Even the Shetima initiative, feel no make any weight. And then don't look and say, bad as he bad. No way be say Obi go feel win maybe the whole of South-East Florida when you no go get at least 15-20% for most of those states them. So you feel say this confidence when he gets with the northern votes, when make people they blame him saying and we say make he delete Deborah post because they fear making no lose northern votes. If you see that confidence when you get saying go gather at least 60-70% of northern votes, if you say I'm waiting go fit give them victory for election.
Now part of it, which is why this sentiment where I say they play on the five governors, so now five Christian governors, they attack our guy. That is part of the trick. When you take a Northwest is about almost twice the vote in the entire Southeast. So if I go for 70% in Southwest, even if I have zero in the entire Southeast, I'm confident.
So talking about Northwest, most of the governors on Northwest now, even APC, you have the Kwara State.
It don't scatter self.
You have the Kanu now.
Don't forget that Kwankwaso is in that place.
But Ganduke don't come and talk. Say one local government only when you go give Tinubu go scatter the whole of the vote and all that. So you know, say that division go fit really be a major shake-up.
Northwest is a serious matter. They don't cut and finish. Kwankwaso is influential in the Northwest. He is. And if you look at the trajectory of his campaign, he started from like, who is this NMPP guy? Before you know it, it's over the place.
It's growing.
Today, when we used to talk about two parties and then one that has come
to take over.
Now we are talking of four parties.
Okay, Gbolahon. Get one very sensitive thing when he say, I would like to put you on the spot on top of the issue. Now, if you look the G5 body language and some of their utterances, like we go give you logistic support. If to say I not be PDP member, I for support you. And what's like we go support a presidential candidate we come from the south. Now, with all these kind of utterances and body language, who you think say the G5 go likely press their hand for vote for, looking at all these kind of utterances where they come from the sideline, from the G5?
It look like Obi.
Why you talk like that?
When Obi visits now, for example, if you take the Benue example, when Obi visits, we see the kind of talk we happen. When he go wicked domain, we see the kind of talk we happen. So it could also be a bargaining chip. Don't overtrust politicians. So the guys may just be playing it up, hoping that will be a bargain to bring them to the table with their PDP guys. Also, PDP go now, I think we could say, no, I don't want me these people do as they want to do. But we call them, oh yeah, are you? Go put in your letter. Make this matter settle. It could be that bargaining chip.
Yeah.
But it is obvious that they are weighing both sides. If this one no go work for us, if we won't be able to settle it, we want to show that guy.
You feel saying I was making no one day in a hurry to take a decision and make a stand immediately. Because several times when they don't hold meeting, people don't they look forward to them saying, okay, see who will go support. But they never. Even the last meeting where they hold for Lagos State, after they finish for River State 2 days before, come Lagos State, people they expect, say they go mention, say, see who will go the drama support for. But at the end of the day, they say come out to say, we're still open.
Then
for
they leave that window for reconciliation. Then they leave her hoping and hoping. I just know see how it go fit happen. Because the kind thing where they don't even tell you.
It's strong.
It get us away.
All right, but we just let people know, say we don't open phone lines now. And if you call us, put you come out for this conversation. What do you think about the move? How G5 they carry their matter and how it they affect the political party PDP and how it go take effect Oga Atiku will be the presidential candidate of that party, looking at vying for the post of presidency. Well, make I sharply read one message right here with regards to this one. It says, good morning, good people of Wazobia. The fight of G5, known as the integrity people, is a good fight in the right direction. The agreement of the party has been breached and the reaction is expected. It is very unfortunate that whether we believe it or not, it is going to affect PDP negatively. Now it is personally talk. I hope they do the needful by embracing reconciliation if there is still time and opportunity for them. In all, Nigeria is what matters here. May God in his mercy restore the glory of our country. This is now Josephine from Lagos.
We go pick this question and maybe react. But first of all,
we get the caller.
From
Marshall.
Marshall, welcome.
Hello, all right, good morning.
We greet you, sir.
Good morning, Marshall.
I don't come back again.
Yes, so...
Greetings to our analyst, to our brother where they there. He don't talk and finish. And press rep don't ask him one kind pressurized question. And the question be say, it be like my brother, look at him. Make I tell him. With my own, the G integrity have been integrated to
integrity.
They don't reach anywhere else. How can you say you are going to work for governorship? The same umbrella where we see us. And then you will later go say, you don't know about presidency. You go come force me from my house, make I go vote the first one I want. You know work. So the only thing be said, that's why they told them that ignore these people. Because if you can't give Wike, how you now? If you tell how you make him just retire. Nah. How you fit retire? But Wike go demand for another thing. If he's a man I come, although he not retire, but he get another thing I want to do. He not saying go say, he dey pain them, he dey sweet me. That thing, now they worry about. But the only thing I tell them is say, as I don't see him, I think una Fulani, the better part of Fulani. Then the other side of Fulani, you know they're too smooth. But see what they happen for primary. Tambuwal and Weekend are better friend though. Weekend spend tire. 9 minutes. Now Tambuwal saying put down in cap within 90 people. So man, I look this thing. Right. PDP now one kind central party as I dey see. But now they go drag tire because Wakwanso and the rest of them, they know all those ones we record and say now. Najara, even Peter D know. If Peter D follow Atiku for the vice presidency.
Hey,
Marshall.
Sorry.
Like say Obi na
Let me take Nana. Nana, they on.
Nana.
Nana from
morning,
Nassau.
Edewo.
We greet you, sir.
Good morning.
We greet
Good
you.
morning, Double Chief.
I
Welcome.
greet you.
Welcome.
My sister, I greet you. Good morning.
I greet you too, my brother. Good morning. Welcome.
My brother don't finish everything. My brother don't finish everything. No need. My brother don't finish everything. No need.
Yeah.
I don't need get much thing to say. My brother don't finish everything. My brother, I greet you. Good morning. That's where you did. That thing where we can try to do. Yes, that thing where my brother, that thing where we can they do. Is a very great thing in Nigeria because he go expose all of them. We bring another thing to PDP. You go make us to stand where we there that Nigeria need to change. We need to change. That thing when we can they do is the thing where can lead us to PDP get problems. They will not confuse Nigeria what we are going because if you not say APC their own, then don't already fair. We get where.
All right.
My brother, thank you very much.
Thank you.
On you.
Thank you very much, Nana. May we take somebody from Anambra. Let's have a caller from Anambra. Hello.
Hello, how are they?
We greet you, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Nasale.
All right, welcome.
From Oka.
Welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the team where Bola on the top, no far from the truth. Me, I be northern, so now from north I come.
Okay.
And we dey understand wetin this G5 they do, the interpretation they differently for us. So wetin Bola on top say it makes sense. And I remember say 2019 election, this past election where passed. Northwest produced 9.3 million votes. Southeast produced almost 2 million votes. 5 states. South produced 4.something million votes. Southwest also produced almost 4 million votes, but not 3.something. Northeast don't produce 4.something million, and no central like that. So the Northwest, you will see, and that pattern of Northwest not be only for last year election. When I go check out, exactly, even during what do you call his name, Abiola, during that time election. When I go check the pattern of how these blocks they vote. So the North don't give Buhari 12 million votes. Atiku na 5.something million votes from 2019. If you reverse that one, you will understand the strategy. So waiting this G5 they do.
So sorry. We will come back to this because I get questions to ask you based on what's in it. But Olisa, good morning.
Good morning.
We greet you, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning. I want to talk about this G5 thing. Let me tell you something. Nigerian politicians, they are selfish people. Now, our Nigerian politicians, they are selfish. And so, if you don't know, me, I know. I observe. Before their primary, they already select their team. That's what is bringing problems. They call themselves party, but they already split before the primary election. That's why you see these people talking. If they can think themselves very well, you will see the bitter truth in these people. All these people, they know themselves. They don't come for your citizens. It's their own self-interest. That's what they meant for. That's why you see the G something, you see the different team in those people. That's my contribution.
Thank you, Lisa.
So based on waiting Felix being talk from Oka, people go on talk say, I mean, it means say, even if the 5 G5 governors throw their weights, maybe to an Obi, for instance, it will be still no win article based on waiting in talks, maybe interpretation on how Northerners they use votes.
The best.
Mo could just take this call.
Just
Sorry,
hold on
guys.
first.
Mo could take this
Hello?
We'll take this call. We'll come back.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, we greet you, sir.
Welcome, Sam.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
This G5 governors. Hello, Charles from Imo State.
Go on, sir. We hear you.
I want to talk about the 5G governors. No, Charles, not Sam, Charles.
Charles, okay, Charles, sorry.
Charles, from Imo State.
All right.
I want to talk about the 5G governors.
Yeah, G5.
So remember that the wicked say agreement is an agreement. Can you remember that? Charles, yes, Charles.
Oga, you dey listen to yourself for TV now. You know, go feel they hear yourself
Now
for
the
TV, they hear
problem
yourself
is-
for phone at the same
Call
time.
us back.
You
Call
know,
us back.
you
Just
know,
Call us back.
So,
you go like respond
so
sharply.
respond to the question.
So if you don't go make any difference, then why the 5 governors they worry
There's a
themselves?
difference, and the difference is in what Wike can possibly deliver and what the Benue guy can possibly
Okay, so the other 3 they beating significance.
deliver. They're not
Wow.
Now, if we go by this arrangement,
And there was something with the first question I
Yes.
said.
Okay, yes, the first
He said something about he doesn't believe. Say, vote for this party for gubernatorial, vote for another party for presidency. If it work, it don't work here before. ACN worked with Jonathan to deliver Southwest in 2011, except one state, which was Osun. Because the Osun guy say, go. But all the other states and work. That's why the fact that they get candidates. They get their presidential candidate in that particular election.
So it is possible.
So it is possible. It's been done before.
So, in 2015, 2019, the presidential candidate, they not even get Rivers State.
You know,
They lost to PDP. But so what will be the significance of Wike if they still lost Rivers State itself, but they get the major blocks from the north and the southwest?
it's because the major blocks no day for floor this time around. The KKK states, Kano, Katsina, and Kaduna, they are now going to be splitted. They divided, seriously. Kwakwansia they there and his Kwakwanso and his Kwakwansia movement they there. Bola Ahmed Tinubu they there. Katsina is the home state of the president. That's why the fact that there are issues now with APC in Katsina. So the Labour self, they enter all that place. So the dynamics don't change totally. Gone are those days when you can rest and say, okay, may them take their rivers and the rest. I get Kano, Kaduna, Katsina for here.
So the Kardashians don't feel help matter again.
No, not go fear. Somebody be asked a question via
Yeah, make I read one other question where I see for here where I would like make you respond. They say, good morning. Share waiting the G5 governors they justified or it just they greedy. Now greed they make them they push this agenda. If you say it they justified, now waiting this person they talk.
They good.
At the beginning, yes. At some point, it don't begin to like say, is this about us or about yourself?
Personal interest.
And when you look at the way our politics take day, now the personal interest comes first too, before you begin talk of, oh, my party interest, my community interest and all of that. Now the first say, this power thing cake where they want cut, I want day inside. And the way I go take day inside, now if I fit come this way, if I don't come this way, I don't go fit inside. So people go fight for that.
Oga, this matter what did they talk about? Because other people go to argue, even the article team don't argue, talk, say, truly, what did they talk about? What did they pursue na selfish interest? Because if you look the major parties, them, say if you look Labour Party, for instance, the Labour Party presidential candidate, na South. Their party chairman, na South. If you look, even the APC right now, President Muhammadu Buhari, na North. The chairman of the party, na still North. So then come talk, say, are you talk, say, if North win presidency, say he go step down. You know, talk say if North win as a candidate, that what Atiku is right now is just a candidate. He never win the presidency. So say why all of them no fit calm down? Make Atiku first of all win presidency before they talk. Because that's what they do. We never win. Exactly. So as it take be so now they can't even talk. Say even Wike engineer people wey be say follow put a rule for inside their constitution wey make am impossible for any other person for any other zone to take over from the chairman if the chairman either resign or step down.
Yes,
because by the constitution, waiting the same Oga Wike follow put that matter there.
Now person will come from that person's side.
So if Oga Wike put that law, then waiting be the first way they make about? Because if you find out say even if your child you come out today and I say it must be somebody within that northern zone go take over, then what are we talking about? So it be the whole noise about.
Not that time you go begin come understand and say, this thing now about us or about them. Initially, when they begin make that noise, it makes sense. This is that. And then if they had resolved it that time, fine. But now they're supposed to find
I'll still ask this question again and again. At this junction, you know, if you say the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar not get anything he go fit do to mend
But
the disagreement with these G5 governors on your own, if you go advise them in your own way at this junction, what do you go advise them to do?
I go advise them make you go ahead with this election.
Make it not try to mend fences.
Make you leave the fence.
Okay, the G5.
Make you leave the fence. Because I don't think say that fence, they fit mend down.
Ingo stand chances because you don't talk and say the chance them. Say the game don't change.
They go affect in chances because we can hold some votes.
Yes.
The Benue guy too will hold some votes.
Yes.
So now make you go do your own calculation for all the other side. We go figure votes.
You
like the kind manipulation where they do for the North now. The president say, oh, now five Christian governors. All those kind of things. If he help you get votes up, even reduce the vote of others. Don't forget that.
Possible,
once people don't begin to talk, say, now I
once they don't get sentimental,
they go to push aside those other ones where they don't see as their own.
Oga Gbolahon, be like,
we get a caller.
One call. Fumi, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Rotimi.
All right.
Rotimi,
go ahead.
Welcome.
Yeah, I call you from Lagos, Bariga.
Oh, yeah, now. We didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Carry go.
I thank Oga Gbolahon for waiting he don't talk so far on top the G5 matter. But now just one question I want to ask.
Oh, yeah, now.
Because I look and say, if G5 day, just 5 governors for PDP, they talk say they no go support PDP or support Atiku. What is the assurance say their followers go follow them, no vote for Atiku or follow PDP for the matter? Because on that good enough, sometimes you say, okay, go see me, not do this thing. And for my mind, I don't go do it. I know say it good. I go do it, I don't go do it.
True.
So as it be like this now, waiting be the assurance say the odd followers of these 5 governors go also follow them through shoe. No vote for Atiku or for PDP. Now the question I'll ask that.
All right.
Thank you, Rotimi.
We'll take another question. We'll take another caller before we respond to this. Emmanuel.
Good morning.
We greet you, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Welcome. Thank you.
I want to choose much for waiting out my brother they talk.
Oh, yeah, now.
So I see that this now for the G5 governor from that state. Hello?
Yes, go on. We didn't hear you.
So when they talk, I think I say for that way, when they say all those governors don't promote, and they think I say that God will. If God can do it and bring other people from APC, content other party, it will make other, let me say, Labour Party to winner. Now my own suggestion be that.
Okay. Thank you, Emmanuel. We get John.
Joel.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Joel.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, now go ahead. We didn't hear you.
My matter about DG governor.
G5.
That's G5.
G5.
These things where they do.
Yes.
They don't do them because they know say if this one favor them, they go. This one go favor, they go. So they know the line where they won't go. Don't be say because they won't go, say they won't wicked Atiku. They know that if Atiku lose now, they go favor Obi. If Obi lose now, they will favor them. So those things now the system where they try to play. Now first game they won't play. For me on weekend, all this one they do say the Jagabani be this. Me as the Kore boy. Now you won't pass, now you the Jew. Now people will put down for power like Rotomi Amechi, we put down for power, we do Roti, we don't say, now you work for them, Amechi take win during the PDP time, where they say they don't give a ticket, all those things. Now tell me they play. That man, a sense man. All the people they fall down, they don't know what he could man do. He go use the food for pocket.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Very quickly, based on
Joel.
what this guy talk, now remind me of waiting Oga Yinusa be talk. Say, if Oga Wike feel say in the fight good cause and PDP no agree listen to them, why they no feel come out enter another party go test their their fame? You know, so that what some people go want to talk say, I make una kukuma come out go test on a fame. So quickly respond to the guy based on this, you know.
Okay, there was a guy who said whether the people go follow each of those.
Follow these governors.
See. Which is why person like Wike, he's not relying 100% on say people go just follow him because in talker.
They love him, yeah.
They put the dough for ground.
Okay.
So anyhow you look at it, he go control those votes reasonably. So na money dey behind that one. The Benue man, he said no, as they play his own game. First of all, started with the APC people, now he went to, and he knows that in people, they're very concerned about that farmer either issue.
Yeah,
and he has played it very strongly.
It's a sensitive situation.
If you take that one, manipulate emotion.
But I really
the other three guys, they can't control. They're not controlling.
That's some messages.
Okay, make I just read this message so that I could just quickly respond to him because of time. We could wrap them up. It's a good morning, Wazobia people. Concerning the problem rocking the G5 governors and PDP, please let's remember that Wike said he's fighting for integrity, fairness, and justice zoning system. My question is, how is zoning done in Rivers and Benue governorship primary? Now, this person, they take us to Rivers State and Benue State. Since they talk about now zoning...
It should be the PDP group now for River, at least now for a riverine person. I mean, so maybe finally, then they try to correct what they don't do, they don't do before.
Thank you, well done.
Okay, make I see whether I get one more. Make we just take one more message. All right, PDP presidential candidates should go back to the aggrieved G5 governors, else they will lose the other party. Now, waiting this person they talk, they will lose to the other party. So in the hopes they make Oga Atiku go follow them respond. But as you don't talk, they don't
go to the theater. If you go enter second ballot, make you enter. They will do deal at second ballot.
The door is just every avenue. Oga Onojede Gbolahon, thank you well for your time what you give us today.
The pleasure is
last week we be expect you before, but it like
now traffic now fuel. Ade Awolowo road there.
Fuel no day.
Fuel no day.
So hope say this 14 will resolve them. Anyway, now for you go for wrap up this very conversation and this very segment because we want to carry leg waka enter inside the one we consign money. And Frank Fagbo don't balance to tell us what it is share. I believe say you want to learn one new thing we consign money, the economy.